Moving on to news from Sri Lanka. Farmers in Sri Lanka have been protesting for weeks against a government ban on imports of chemical fertilizers. The ban was introduced by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa's government in May for environmental reasons, but it has plunged the sector into crisis. Many farmers argue the policy will hurt the industry and severely harm the country's food security. Thousands of farmers have been taking to the streets of Sri Lanka for weeks to protest a ban on imports of chemical fertilizer. In May, Sri Lanka's government announced that it would ban all imports of chemical fertilizers, including pesticides, weedicides and fungicides. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa said the move was part of efforts by the government to promote healthier agricultural practices and put the sector, which accounts for 7% of the island's $80 billion GDP, on a more sustainable footing. But many farmers argue the policy will hurt the industry and severely harm the country's food security.
අද මේ කුඹුරේ ඉන්න ඕන දවසේදී අපි කුඹුරේ නැතුව මේ මහා පාරට ඇදලා දාලා තියෙන්නේ මේ පෝර ප්‍රශ්නයක් හදලා අපට මුලදී කිව්වා කාබනික පෝර හදාගෙන ගොවිතැන් කරන්න කියලා කාබනික පෝර හදන්න ගිහිල්ලා බැලුවාම අපට සම්පත් නැහැ පහසුකම් නැහැ.
Early monsoon season usually marks the start of planting for rice farmers across the country. But this year, many are planting less than usual as they wait for government assistance on how to shift to organic farming. That reduced planting could bring down Sri Lanka's annual paddy yield by about 40%, according to a prominent agricultural economist and a farmers association. The Agriculture Ministry has acknowledged the shift to organic farming has been shaky, but insists that the policy has the support of various sectors of society.
So at that time, the right option was to ban that much of protest, right? The health sectors, all people, even everybody against what is this chemical fertilizer is doing. It is not the harm of a chemical fertilizer, it is the way we have used it.
For weeks, thousands of protesting farmers have been pleading with the government to reverse the chemical fertilizer ban. In response, the government has imported limited amounts of potassium chloride and liquid nano-nitrogen bottles, both used during the rice growing season, from India since October.